But what's happening? What's happening, everybody? Just on that road right now. I'm here to go get loaded. God dang, man. Seems like everybody in my way. The stupid car, my bumper, trying to get over. Speed like a freaking idiot. Come on, man. You did all that. Come on. Then texting. Wanted to blow it out. But anyway, uh, man, just basically, for hot shot drivers. Well, this could be for this could be for any trouble. But you know, man, the more people I talk to, the more I realize there's a lot of people that's clueless about a lot of stuff, and it's easy to get tons of violations and basically get shut down. You know, it's so many different things that can happen. So hopefully, you know, y'all take this information in and get the stuff together so you won't have this particular problem. But you know, things that you should have in your truck, a lot of that stuff. I mean, it sounds simple to people who know, but a lot of people who don't know. These guys don't have fire extinguishers in their truck. They don't have triangles in there. They don't have extra fuses in there. You're supposed to have paperwork like a reference in your truck to tell you what to do if your ELD go down. If you don't have that, the police will give you a $500 ticket for that. So, like stuff like that, you need to have that on. You need to have that in your truck. Uh, and the last level 1 inspection I got, they lift my hood up, they check my fluids and everything, they check my defrost in my truck. It was like testing for your CDL. You're doing a pre-trip on your truck. It my DOT inspection was just like that. Look, I mean, I passed it, but I'm just saying, somebody else may not know this information and may not pass. But the same way you, I guess, train to do a pre-trip to get your CDL, that's the way, you need to have your truck. You need to have that stuff together. Make sure the defrost work. Make sure you got the proper fluids, you know, in the containers under your hood. You got windshield wiper fluid. They checked all that. Your headlights good. Have spare lights because you never know when a light gonna go off. You do a pre-trip, everything working. You pull in a weigh station. They tell you they're gonna do an inspection on you, and then they like, hey, there's light out, and you sitting there looking stupid. Some of the officers will be like, I'm gonna finish checking this. If you begin to work, let me know. I got spare lights in here. I'm gonna change that stuff out real quick. And most of the time, most of the officers will be cool. They'll be like, okay, everything good. But you got some, they'll write you a ticket anyway. They're just their personality. Uh, make sure you got the proper tie tread depth. 4 30 seconds on the front, at least 2 30 seconds on all the rest of your tires. The proper tire pressure, 80. They check my tire pressure in my tires. So, you know, you guys need to there's information I need to know. They climbed up under my truck and trailer looking for loose wires. Can't have that. No illegal welds. None of that type of stuff. Illegal welds make your my bad, but illegal welds make your vehicle unstable. They put a load on there and sucker just cave in half. Man, it's a nice trailer. Oh man, I'm trying to think of what else it was so much that they checked. Uh And make sure you run your truck properly as far as you have the right, tags. If you running, OTR, then you need to have portion tags in your truck. You can still run with, the regular tag, but you gotta get permits for every state you go in, and that crap is super expensive. You probably can constantly, weigh station closed, you can sneak by as long as you don't get pulled over. But you pull in that weigh station and they call you in, bring your paperwork, you gotta buy permits. I don't think I'm right to drive to a bad area, streets are beat up. I told you how in Louisiana. So man, should invest in the camera. Well, it ain't the camera, it's the freaking streets raggedy here. So, but uh man, your make sure your straps and stuff are rated. It's got the stitching or the marking or the tag to say what your straps is rated for. It should be 5,400 pounds on 4 inch and 3,300 pounds on 2 inch straps. Uh, your chains your chains should have markings on there. G70 or G7 rated. The little pins in it, everything on the chain should have a marking on it. I mean, if it doesn't have any markings on it, it's really no good. So it basically wasted your money. You know, the cops pull you over, and if they decide to check that, they don't have those markings on there, they can put you out of service for improper load security. So, there's some information I knew that I thought, might help somebody. So I was, just letting you know. But I've also seen people that secure their loads with chains. I really don't want to say nothing because I don't want to feel like I'm stepping on people's toes. But I've seen people with some securement that don't look too stable. And I really don't know how to say something to them without them feeling the text. So I just kind of don't say nothing. But you know, I put this out there before that when you hauling like vehicles and stuff, if it's over 10,000 pounds or more, you're supposed to have uh 4 securement devices on there. So like 4 chains, 4 binders, on each corner. Now, uh, it don't matter if one pulling backwards, the other pulling forward, or whatever the case may be. They just need to be, the front and back need to be equal. But all 4 corners need to be secured individually. Now, I did a video once before where this vehicle I had on the truck that I used 2 chains and 4 binders, but the way I secured it, it was still used as if it was 4 different chains. So I did a direct tie down on one side in the front, a direct tie down on the other side in the front, and it had cause it had the little D rings that I could hook from. So I basically went through the loop, and came back down, and it had the binder hooking it. And then I took the slack, ran it through the other side, and I did the other side the same way. So now it's got a slack in the middle, kind of like a chain around your neck, right? So with me having 2 direct tie downs on each side, basically it's still considered to be uh 4 different securement devices. Now, uh I've been stopped with it. Nobody messed with me. Everything looked good. They checked it, tugged on it, all that. Everything had no problem. But if you have a vehicle 10,000 pounds or more, you got 1 chain and 1 bind on it, and you doing An indirect meaning you starting on this side and you going straight to the other side, and you got one bind on the front, one bind on the back. It's the improper load security. So they can put you out of service for that too. Man, out of service is like the worst things you can get on your record, man. Besides like being in a wreck, fatality, and it's your fault. But out of service is horrible. That's what you don't want on your record, and especially if it's a lot of other factors that come into play. For example, you haul a hazmat and you got improper load security. You probably gonna end up getting 70 points. I mean, 70 points. It's hard to recover from that. It'll probably be 3 years before you recover from that. And that's without any other violations in that time period. And that's just on one stop. So, everybody just gotta make sure, you know what you're doing, you know the rules and regs, and you following them properly, you know. Like I was talking about the tire pressure, and when your tire pressure ain't right, and you ride with what I consider heavy loads, 15, 16,000 pound loads, but you really don't even have to be that heavy, you know. When you ride with these loads on your truck and your tire pressure ain't right, it can cause you to have a blowout, period. I don't care how good your tire is or whatever. You constantly riding on that tire with that low air pressure or improper air pressure, that you're gonna destroy that tire. It's gonna blow out, period. It's gonna happen. 100% is gonna happen. It might not happen that day, the first time you do it, but it's gonna happen. Especially in the summertime, because the streets are hot and you ride, you got this weight on there, it's creating friction. Summertime, tons of people have blowouts in the summertime. Tons and tons of people have blowouts in the summertime. So you gotta make sure you got good tires on your truck, and you got the proper air pressure. If it's a hot shot truck, your air pressure is gonna be 80 psi. If it's a big truck, it's gonna be 100. Some people run with 110 in it, but at least 100 psi in your tires. Uh, you know, they have this right now. It's cold. It's 28 degrees in Louisiana, so it's probably in the negatives in the north. So, you need that. I don't remember what it's called, to keep your fuel from gelling up because it's cold outside. You need to keep that with you. They have some washer fluid that is rated for the cold weather. You need to have that. You need to have the proper stuff that's rated for the conditions that you in at the time. Some people, like in the place and stuff like that, some of those people let air out of their tires. I don't know, maybe. I'm not gonna recommend. The reason I'm not gonna recommend it because I haven't seen that in the book. But if you think about it, it makes sense. Why would I have a tire that's completely inflated on a icy or slippery or snowy road? I mean, it don't. To me, it don't really make sense. I probably would drop my air pressure in a little bit. Maybe down 8 or 10 psi. So instead of running 80, I probably do 70 or 72 psi, depending on how heavy I am. So I ain't telling y'all to do it, but I probably would. Make sure your truck stay clean, paperwork stay organized. Get you a binder with those clear page protectors, and like my binder with the page protectors, and I have my truck and trailer registration on the first page. You flip it over, it's got my CAL card. You flip it over, it's got my insurance card. You flip it over, I usually leave a page for my bill of lading if it's not hazmat, because if it's hazmat, it's got to be in this driver's door, along with my ERG. And when I get out, I got to sit in the driver's seat and make sure the vehicle locked up. But So I'll leave that slot. I have a slot with all my different permits. I got a spot for know what to do in case my ELD go down. Uh, I just have everything I need is in there and it's organized, and that helps when you get pulled over and everything organized, and the cops don't have to keep flipping looking for stuff to keep them from getting frustrated. Because when they get frustrated, they start looking for other stuff to write you a ticket for. So you know, to cut down on that, just make sure all your stuff organized. I keep duct tape, zip ties, tools. Uh, I don't have an air compressor, but I got a battery powered air gun. I keep that. I keep my drill. I just try to keep some of everything. Because you never know when something's gonna happen. You need it. Just like last week, I used zip ties. When that freaking tarp ripped up on me from that load, those in the little D rings on the tarp, a bungee started breaking and everything. I started zip tying that stuff together. So, you just need to know how to get yourself out of a situation until you can get to uh somewhere where you can actually get the situation fixed. So you need to have a temporary fix. If you got wires hanging, just tie them suckers back up. You know, just need to know how to get yourself out of a situation once you get in a situation. It's like when stuff first started happening to me when I was running my big trucks and stuff started happening, mentally I used to be flipping out mentally because I'm like, I'm new. I'm a rookie. So how am I going to get myself out of this situation? And I wasn't working for a company. I'm working for myself. So now I'm trying to think like, man, I got to do something. I got to do something. Luckily, I had have commercial credit cards through my bank that I have my business account with. Use my credit cards to get me out of jams. But it's a lot of people that's running that don't have credit cards. What they have is what they have. Once it's gone, it's gone. It's it. It's over with. You know, everybody got to do what they got to do. But I'm telling you, I definitely recommend everybody trying to get a credit card. So some people, they probably look at it like, hey, my credit bad. I ain't gonna be able to get no credit card. But the thing is, business credit is totally separate, 100% separate. So you go start your LLC if your equipment is not in your business name, it's in your name. Start your LLC, move it over to your business name. The way you would go about it is basically you just tell your bank that you have this equipment, it's in your name, and you want to move it from your name to your business name. So basically, they'll finance it for you or give you a business loan, and you buying it from yourself. So uh, you buy it from you, or if you outright own it, you could just sign it over. You could donate it to your business. But if you financing it, it you know, it Chase Bank in your name, and you got an account at Regions Bank in your business name, you tell them, hey, I want to purchase this equipment. I own this equipment. I want to purchase it for my business, and they'll basically give you the money to take to the bank that you finance it to, pay it off, and then now you'll finance it through whatever bank that your business name is. Not everything in your LLC name. Now you can apply for credit cards and stuff like that. Even if they give you $2,000 on a credit card or $5,000 or whatever the case may be, now you got something to help you. You don't want to spend all your cash. Once you spend all your cash, then you are screwed. So if you can use credit, then and pay the credit cards off at the end of the month. I recommend paying it off before. So if it's due by the 31st or the 30th or whatever the last day of the month is, I pay it off like on the 20th because I'm trying to avoid paying interest. So pay it off on the 20th. So it's tons of ways around it. The thing is, if you don't know, you just don't know. But if somebody can tell you how to get around things, then hey, you need to do everything you can to do that. Like I say, once your money gone, your money gone. That's it. Use credit when you can, and keep your money in your pocket or in your account. You know. I'm trying to think of something else that really can't think of nothing else right now. I'm sure as soon as I get off this live, I'm gonna think of something. Uh, oh, you know, people who have their own trucks, run their own authority and stuff like that. Man, listen, I'll be honest with you. You're not supposed to have passengers in your vehicle. If you don't have a passenger insurance, you're not supposed to have it. When you pull in that weigh station, those cops can write you tickets or put you out of service for having a passenger in their vehicle and you don't have the proper documentation, saying they supposed to be in that vehicle. They got to be covered on your insurance. I mean, of course, people gonna do what they want to do, which that's fine. But I'm just letting you know because you may not know that, and you may just be riding around with people in the vehicle with you while running low. So, if you want passengers, you need to try to figure out how to get your passenger covered. You know, if not, the police gonna be on you. Period. They gonna be on you. I've been in a situation where I pulled into the weigh station with a passenger in the vehicle. The only thing, the passenger was a team drive. Cops are like, let me see your paperwork, let me see your log. Then turn around and ask my boss, you got a CDL too? Boom. Look, he give me CDL. You look at the thing, it say co-driver. Got him on there. Oh, okay. Oh, he's co-driver. All right, cool. But they was asking me about him. Oh, who was him? You got CDL? Well, what's up? They have to be in Kansas and they have to be in Texas. So it's happening. You know, a lot of people been getting away with stuff for a long time. They feel like it's cool because, man, this cop pulled me over and he ain't say nothing about it. This cop pulled me over and he ain't say nothing about it, bro. You just been getting lucky. You for that. You know? But it's just a matter of time. Because you have officers that's at work. Man, I'm just here. I ain't trying to write no ticket. I ain't trying to do none of that extra. So you run across them kind, you feel like everything cool. Well, it ain't cool. Because you won't have the kind that's straight by the book. I'm by the book. I'm going to do everything the right way. I'm going to write you every ticket I can possibly give you. Or whatever. You're going to run into those. You just need to know how to deal with the situation. A lot of people get in situations they don't know how to deal with it because they don't have no experience. But learn from somebody else's experience if you haven't been through it already. I mean, you don't take heed to it, that's on you. When you ain't able to run and you ain't able to make no money, that's just a sickening feeling. Cause them bills ain't gonna stop coming. Those those bills are gonna continue to come over and over and over. Man, just paid by the cops. I was doing like 3 miles over. He ain't come out to me. But another thing, when for one, I try not to even speed. You know, I do go over the speed limit like a few miles. Uh, Sometimes it may even be up to 5 miles. I try not to, really do that. But I'm just saying, I do. I ain't perfect. But the thing is, dang, all my straps hanging down. But the thing is, I don't get on my brakes when I see the cops either. What I do, cause most of the time I got my cruise control set. So what I do on my cruise control, I either hit the button and turn it off, which is gonna automatically start slowing the truck down 'cause I keep my engine brake on, or I just hurry up and decrease the speed on it. I don't hit my brakes because I don't want them to feel like, oh, he was speeding, he tried to hit his brakes because he seen me. That may not be the case, but it's just my thought process on it, so it's just how I operate. And one of these straps hanging down, so I'm about to pull over and fix it. And I'm not loaded right now either, but I keep my straps on my winch rollers on the truck.